You are now tuned into the Black Law Students Association of Canada's YouTube. Hi everyone, how are you both doing today?
Doing good?
Yeah, doing well, can't complain.
Awesome. How have you enjoyed conference so far?
So this is my second year here at the conference. It's been a good experience. Lots of really interesting sessions, and it's just so great to be around loads of Black people. So.
Same. I echo that sentiment. Being the only Black guy at Western Law currently and coming to conference, I can't even say how amazing it's been being here. It's been a blessing so far. Really changed my life.
Awesome. So can you tell us about which law school you attend and what was your first impressions when you walked through those doors?
So we're both at Western Law. Walking through the doors the first day, I have to admit I was kind of surprised. It was very, very white, let's say, but there was a little bit of diversity there, so that was a nice thing. But everyone was really, really friendly and welcoming, so even though it wasn't necessarily an environment I was used to, I did feel very welcomed and accepted.
Actually, sort of similarly, and differently at the same time. I looked at the stats on Western before I went there, and I knew what to expect. I mean, I saw the demographic stats, so I wasn't surprised in that sense. And weirdly enough, I wasn't excited to go to law school. I was just kind of tired of working during the summer. But at the end of the summer, what I found is the couple days leading up to the first day of class, I was excited. And when I went in that first day, I was excited. So I got the whole, I'm going to law school experience finally. So that was kind of great, and everybody was kind of going through the same shock. And I was lucky that some people in my small group were willing to admit that. So we actually I got some great connections on the first day, and some of those people are some of my really close friends right now.
Awesome. So my first question is, what made you choose the school that you attend right now, and how much have you learned since you made that decision?
For me, it was advice from my old boss. I wasn't going to consider applying to Western, and he was like, why not Western? And I literally made a bet with him. And he said if I applied, he'd pay for my applications. And I did, and I got in, and yeah, it's I thank him for that piece of advice, and things are good now. Yeah.
So I chose Western. I was deciding between a few schools, and I had the chance to come down to Western, get a tour of the school, meet some of the faculty, and just being there, experiencing that, talking to the faculty, it just felt like a really good fit, and so that's why I chose Western. I'm currently in my third year now, so what I've learned since being at Western, I think the biggest thing has kind of been finding your place. I'm at a school which is kind of known for having a corporate focus, and I wasn't really sure where I fit in, but I've kind of found, made my own niche and created my own path, and it's made me really happy.
Awesome. So I guess getting a little deeper into the practicalities of your school, what is one thing that no one knows or underestimates about your law school that maybe prospective applicants should consider?
So I think one thing, like I mentioned earlier, Western is really known for kind of having a really big corporate focus, but I do think there are a lot of other things that the school has to offer that people might not know. So we have a lot of really good legal clinics. I've been involved since second year, and I've gotten really great hands-on experience. There's also a lot of there's really good teachers in other areas outside of corporate law, so really good criminal law professors. If you're interested in international law, we have some really unique professors who have experience in that too. So I think that that's something that Western really does that I don't think a lot of people know about.
One thing that I'll say that I found is Western has a very collegial environment. In the beginning when I came, I was kind of, I felt a bit isolated because everything was new. I moved to a new city, moving to London. A lot of people already knew each other because more than half of the school, I think, was from Western undergrad. It seemed, at least, more than half of my class. It seemed because there's the IB program, and a lot of those kids already go to Western undergrad. But I found that they have a very strong community, and once you become part of that community, you become very welcomed, and everybody is very willing to help. So that's one of the things that I would say is really nice about being at Western Law. People are very, very willing to help you out, but the 2 L's and the 3 L's and some of the other 1 L's, and it's something that has been very, very helpful to me.
Awesome. So I guess my question then shifts into, why did you join the BLSA chapter at your school, or if you had to start it, why did you have to resurrect it? And what has been probably one of your more favorite or notable events of this past year?
Oh, okay. So when I got to Western, BLSA did exist, but it wasn't really doing anything. There were 2 Black students in their 3rd year. One had just had a kid, and the other just wasn't really interested in the club. So I was officially a member, but we didn't do anything. And then when I was in my 2nd year, I was the only Black student. So I kind of resurrected the club and became the president. But obviously being the only member, there wasn't really a ton that could be done. So now really happy we had more students who have joined. So we have 2 more students in 1st year. So we've kind of resurrected it in that sense. We haven't done any events this year, but we are actually working with undergrad students, and we're going to be working on actually putting on an event in March. They're having a career conference, and we're going to kind of run a panel discussion talking about law school, and also we kind of want to develop a mentorship kind of relationship with undergrad students who are interested in coming to law school.
That's awesome. Okay, so getting back to the prospective students, what is one tip that you would give a prospective student interested in applying to Western Law that maybe you applied that made you more successful?
I would say be yourself, which seems very vague, but you want to be truthful on your answers to the questions. I know when I did it, they had a question about someone who had offended by plagiarizing an assignment and seeing if you would hire them or not. And when getting into the class, I spoke with a bunch of people. It didn't matter if you answered yes or no. It matters more what your reasons are. So in that sense, try to be authentic with your views. And as long as you try to be yourself in those applications, I know it does sound vague, but try to think about it as you're being yourself, and you'll be successful.
So I actually am part of Western's admissions committee. So I've read through a lot of applications, and one thing I would say is with your personal statement, make it personal to you, kind of echoing off what Lyra's saying, because we don't want to read about, just kind of a generic story. We don't want you to say what you think you want us to hear. We really want to learn about you and see how you'll add to Western as a community and what unique skills or experiences you can bring into the profession.
Awesome. My final 2 questions. What does it mean to be a part of the Black Law Students Association of Canada, and how have they helped you currently, or how do you see them helping you down the road in your career?
So how they've helped me currently is by existing, because with the representation that we have and the proportions of Black people in the legal field, both in practice and in education, it's not a lot, and it's not as up there as we would like it to be. So an organization that is national like the BLSA is very, very, very comforting for students to have. And someone like me who is in 1L, there's a lot of anxiety that comes with being in 1L. Not to scare you off, but law school is not a piece of cake. You're supposed to do good work, and the BLSA is there to help you if you're a Black student to feel like you can make it, because you see other people like you who have made it, and you don't see other people like you around a lot. So when you join the BLSA and you get to see other people around like you, that is one of the most inspiring things that I have seen lately and in a while. And it has, like I said earlier, personally changed my life, and I'm pretty sure it will continue to change others, and I will try to get involved with the BLSA and keep those connections strong. And I'll advise everyone else who ever becomes a student, even if you're not a student, you're a prospective, check the BLSA out, message people. You might find a mentor, you might find someone who you connect with who might help you with applications, who might help you with LSAT strategies, whatever it is. Just reach out to the BLSA. They're a great resource, and it's amazing to have people who have gone through what you're going to go through.
Yeah, I really echo what Lyra was saying. I do think that going to law school, I've seen a lot of people do have kind of connections and a network, and this is a really good opportunity for Black law students to also kind of build their network in that way. For me, coming to the conference as the only Black student at Western Law last year, coming to this conference and seeing other Black law students was really, really motivating. And some of the panels talked about things as small as like, how do you wear your hair for interviews? Like, as a Black woman, that's something I've wondered, but like not had anybody to ask. And so it just really made me feel kind of heard, and the issues that I was struggling with, I just really felt like it was a place I could talk about them and have other people going through the same things, and who understand kind of like the struggle.
Awesome, awesome. And my final question is, would you be open to prospective students reaching out to you? And if so, how can they reach you today?
100%. Do it. I will give you my email right now if you want. It is lnwineh@uwo.ca. That's lnwineh@uwo.ca. My name is Lara. You can reach out to me whenever. I will be happy to help you out. I will be happy to talk to you because I know what it feels like to have no support. And if I can give you support, I will give you support. So please don't hesitate to reach out to me.
Yeah, I 100% feel the same way. I had no one going ahead of me, and so I really want to be able to help other people. You can find me on Facebook or on LinkedIn. My name is Simi Osisanya, so first name Simi, last name Osisanya.
Awesome. I want to thank you both for being here today, and BLSA is a better organization because you both are a part of it. And hopefully the prospective students that are watching this video will be your colleagues and alumni very soon.
I hope so too. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.